Hello everybody, it's another unboxing from Todd/Itinerant. What do we have here? Very similar to something else I just unboxed recently from Grognard Simulations. Another fine box, nice and sturdy box they're mailed in. Again, two boxes taped on top of each other. Open it up. Oh, look at that, 2D10 and a D6, which actually seemed like a pretty cool one. Packing list for what? Death Ride Arras. Oh my. Again, I got the light version, so without the Death Ride Arras Master Rule Booklet. Saved $25, I think, on that. Maybe I'll regret that. I don't know, because see how much it cost me to print it, because he prints it real nice. Anyway, Death Ride Arras. So I didn't really talk about this in my Salerno thing, but definitely kind of a, I'm going to say homegrown, and I do not mean that in a bad way. But you know, you tell he builds out his boxes himself, puts some nice stickers on, prints it very nice quality. The counters seem the same way. But hey, it's a game that people enjoy, and that's cool. It's just different side of our industry. I think more like miniature games with this. You know, just a little bit more. Build it out and let's play it. So anyway, I'm going to take this out of the box here, and I'll just store them in these boxes just to add them. They don't add much more space. So, all right, we'll talk to you in just a second. Death Ride Arras, the British counterattack at Arras, May 21st to the 22nd of 1940. This is a smaller, much smaller game. Footprint, and that is it correct. Battle that may have led to the defeat of the Germans in Europe. Rommel's 7th Armored Division was cruising along, and when there was counterattack that took place. So 4 11x17 maps, so not the 8 that I had in the other one. Approximately 600 units and markers, master rules, rulebook supplement. Just so you know, just basically, I'm just reading it off here. Features of the system are secondary and primary weapons modeled on platoon level counters. You can group them up into companies. Rules based on 7 battlefield operating systems. Don't really have a clear handle on that yet. Basic close air support, basic logistics, basic command and control rules, fire support rules, and mission counters included. All right, well, let's open this bad boy. Oh, scales. Units are modeled at company and platoon level. Time is set at 15 minutes per turn. Each hex is 330 meters. Mapped by Mike Roble. This is put out by Grognard Simulations, Chris Fasulo Jr. or Senior, sorry, and then Michael Roble did the map. Copyright 2017. Oh, and a sturdy box. This sounds a lot like. So this comes with a Death Ride Arras rule supplement, 12/20/2017. So I need to print out the rules for it. Gives a little bit of background, a little bit more information on the whole sitch. Surprise tables, don't tell this is in combination with another company, Strong Point, another system. I'm not familiar with that at all, so we'll leave it at that. I'm just going to go in the order that I have them in the box here. Next up is the map. All right, there's Arras itself. I now see that I've started the video that I left a gap in the map. There isn't a gap in the map. I did that, so sorry about that. There's the whole map, 11x17, so that makes it just your standard 22x34 map, which is pretty standard for war games. So that's cool, very manageable. I think the scale in this is different than the other games. I should probably know that, but I don't, so too bad. Anyway, there's Arras. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. They're French town names. There's a field of operations. Let me get out looks like the counters are next. There we go, 3 counter sheets, front and back. I've got the back of 2 there, so you can just see what it looks like. Very good color. Pretty small counters, so I'm getting used to the lock and load tactical, so I'm a little used to that bigger counter. But the color seems crisp, the print seems crisp, so it should be not a problem. My eyes are getting kind of bad anyway, so I gotta use binoculars. Yeah, that'd be awesome, binoculars. Magnifying glass. I'll zoom in on a couple of them just real quick here. So there you go. A lot of information on them. Primary, secondary weapon, defense, the range of the secondary and primary, and then the movement. and the color behind it tells you what kind of movement it is. Don't have that memorized yet. Infantry, tanks, HQs, pardon me, artillery, mortars, etc., etc. Just going to slide over here, don't get dizzy. Suppression markers, game markers, reserve, op fire, primary, secondary. The other game I noticed didn't have this. Arras is a newer one. Salerno was 2011, I think, or 12. So this is new, which I think is cool. I think the moved full, fire complete, moved half affects your fire. Oh, moved half, because you can fire. It's very fluid how the operations works. When you get to the operations phase, you can move and fire, fire and move, and do all kinds of other stuff. All right, let's go take a look at some of the charts. Like in the previous game, Salerno, lots of play charts. Not as many, it's not as big a game. This only comes with 2 scenarios, but it's, like you said, you see it's a much smaller table. You know, it's got the order of battle organization there, which I think is pretty cool. Command ranges and summaries, turn record chart, ground attack, anti-aircraft table, roll modifiers. Some of these are two-sided. Sequence of plays a two-sided one. Assault combat table. The other side's probably the combat table. Yep, well, that's assault as well. Air availability, Arras firepower table kind of explains what everything is. So you can see it there. And then these are the, for some reason I find these scenario cards fascinating. Now these are, gosh, that's 11 by 17. So kind of see the whole map there. That's kind of cool. But you can see places the equipment and how many and where it is. And on the back of it is something similar to this. Just explaining all the things, how to win, all the special rules, turns, who's up to full strength, who's not up to full strength. Some things are 100%, some things are 10%. You do have to use a calculator on this because suppression takes 10%, 20%, or 20, 40, 60, 80%. So it takes percents off. I don't think the numbers are that hard. But then also if you look at the fire table, which I don't know where that would be. You need to see, oh, it's right here, this thing. You can see that you are doing, so you might have to take, so your attack number might be 20% of 10, so you've used 20%, so it's an 8 now, but then you're attacking at this at 8 times 0.5, or maybe 8 times 1.5. Well, what is that? I mean, I'm making that stuff up, but that's kind of similar to some of the stuff you have to do. So don't take my word for it. There's MJL has like 45 videos out there about the game. And then there's been, and I don't remember his name, has just put up how to play. It's like 25 minutes. Just going over the real high level basics on how to play. His is more instructional. MJL is not instructional, and he's not intent to be instructional. He's just showing you here, which is me playing and thinking about playing. But the other gentleman created a nice, here's learning how to play it. And he said he's going to do more, so I hope he does. Please do. I need it. My videos are going to probably be more along the lines of MGL, just not as good. It's going to show playing, how it works, what I'm learning about it. Again, I have some stuff going on, so it's going to be a little while before I get to it, as if you're seeing this when I first release it. But I hope to here in the next couple weeks, again, based on when this was released. But if you're watching this like 3 years down the road, well, hello 3 years from 2019. Hello 2022. I hope you're interested in this game. I'm sure Chris has got a million others. So he's coming out with Normandy, Tarawa. Tarawa should be out in the next few months. Normandy, I don't know. And then he's got some others that he's working on. So he answers questions. Chris answers questions on Facebook and Consim World and email very quickly. It's not guaranteed, of course, but he seems to be answering questions quickly, not just to me, but to everyone that asks. So, and he has made changes and updates in this system over the few years, improving maps, changing and tweaking rules, etc. So So pretty homegrown effort, I would say, but it seems like a very solid homegrown effort. And I'm looking forward to trying it out. And we'll chat at you later. And I hope this is helpful and helps you make a go, no-go decision on this game. See ya. Oh, and that's Death Ride Arras by Grognard Simulations. He also does Napoleon games too. Napoleon era. See ya.